All right, we're here with Coach Grossner. Coach, I know you've got Evangel coming up this Saturday, but I wanted to talk a little bit about that huge win over Missouri Valley. You know, big win over a top 10 team. Talk about that and also that kick that Clarence nailed.
Yeah, it was a nice win for our program. You know, anytime you can go on the road, face number 6 in the country, and the way our kids played, we played 60 minutes plus of good, hard football. Moval played well. It was one of those old-time slobber knockers, you know, that came down to a couple big plays. And we put our freshman kicker in a tough situation. We had the ball about midfield. He felt like he could make a 59-yard field goal, and so we trusted him. We called the timeout. We talked about it. I thought it was the best thing we could do in that situation other than punt, and we lined up and he nailed it, and that tied the ball game up. Then we, played the last few minutes back and forth and got into an overtime situation, and I thought going into overtime we had the advantage, especially with Clarence and his leg and the way our defense was playing. So we stopped them on the first series, and then we were lining up. We were trying to center the ball and just put it in the middle of the field and let him have an easier field goal, and the snap went over Jake's head and he recovered it, and all of a sudden we're lined up for a 53-yard field goal to win it in overtime. And had a little trouble with the snap because the time running down, but Brian Williams got it down, and Clarence kind of punched at it and had enough behind it to knock it through, and it was a great win for us. And it really helped us on the national scene, as well as I think confidence for our football team that we're getting better. And now we got a huge game this weekend against Evangel University.
Speaking on national scene, Clarence was named the National Special Teams Player of the Week. Your team also moved up to number 6 in the country, which is the highest ranking your team has had in your time here at Baker. Talk about those two and just how that gives your program a little notoriety nationally.
Yeah, anytime you have a young man that hits a 59, a 53-yarder, plus he's such a good offensive threat, he deserves that National Player of the Week honor, and so we're happy for him there. And if you beat number 6 on the road, you're going to naturally jump a few in the polls, but we got a lot of work left ahead of us. We've got a tough one this weekend at home. They're very athletic, Evangel, and they always give us fits. So our kids need to focus on that, and we need to take it week to week. That we still got a third of the season left, and there's going to be a lot that happens, but hopefully our guys are ready this weekend.
Let's talk about Evangel a little bit. They're usually a really strong offensive team. Talk about what you've seen so far in preparing for them.
Yeah, their skill set's very good. Wideouts, they've got a guy out of Houston named Vaughn that hurt us for about 100+ yards last year, and then they got Otis Brown that was a Ball State transfer. He's in the backfield, but they also motion him out and get him the ball in space. I think they're very good in space. That's where we're going to have to, as a defense, tackle well in space. Their quarterback's a 4-year starter in Brimhall. He's a very active kid, can run the ball as well as throw it. And then defensively, they're very talented up front. They've got some guys that get after you, and then they play man-to-man in the secondary for the most part. So they try to attack you and get after you before you can get the ball out. They're going to allow some big plays, and we've got to capitalize on that. So I think it'll be a good chess match going back and forth. I think the key to the game is turnover margin. We've been real good protecting the football, and we've been real good taking it away, and I think that's going to be a huge factor in this weekend's game.
Saturday's also the blackout game, kind of a tradition now. Talk about what that means to see the stands full of black and how the team kind of rallies off that.
Yeah, I love blackout. It seems to bring some excitement to our team and our fans. And we're going to be in all black, and it's going to be a great November afternoon. At 1 in the afternoon is the kickoff, and we need that advantage. I'm glad we're at home. We've played some tough games on the road, and our team's played well at home, and I'm glad we're home this weekend.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.